Coming off our first loss of the season last Saturday against Concordia Moorhead, we knew going into the game it was going to be a tough game. I think they're one of the top teams in the conference. They have a veteran quarterback in Griffin Neal, some really outstanding players, and I thought Neal was the difference in the game. He made some great plays, extended a lot of plays, especially in the first half, and that allowed Concordia to get a 16-0 lead at halftime. We did come back in the second half, scored twice in the third quarter to cut it to 16-14, but just couldn't get another stop, and they went down and scored, and then we were chasing at that point. But our guys never quit. They kept playing hard, and we made some mistakes that we got to clean up, but we did some good things in the game too, and that's always a plus. This week we head to St. Paul to face St. Thomas. They're ranked 10th in the country. We have another very, very good football team, very quick, athletic. We've got our work cut out for us, but we're excited to go down there. Last year, kind of in the same situation, they were ranked number 2 in the country at that time, and we went down there and played a very good football game and ended up beating them. So I know our kids are excited. I wish we were a little bit healthier. We've lost 5 starters now due to injury, and that's always a concern, but it just gives somebody else an opportunity to go in and get the job done. So hope to see everybody down in St. Paul tomorrow, and it should be a great game.
Last weekend, St. John's University hosted Concordia College out of Moorhead in our first conference game. We knew they were going to be a tough battle. They came in undefeated as well and kind of handling their first 2 opponents pretty easily, actually, Buena Vista and a NAI school, Jamestown, out of North Dakota. Tough matchup. They've got a great quarterback who's a 3-year starter, big, physical, can run, and developed into a great passer. And for the most part, one of the biggest things, we just had trouble getting off of some long third down situations, and we gave them too many opportunities that way, and they had some extended drives. Even though some of their extended drives turned into no points, we did have a couple turnovers, and they missed a field goal. So both sides of the football have to kind of get together sometimes in those games, and we weren't able to put up some points early to match what they had done. But defensively, we just had to get off the field. That was the biggest thing. So that's kind of what we're focused on. There were some good things out of it as well. Some guys played pretty good defensively, and for the most part, like I said, if we could have got off the field on a couple of those drives, we'd have had a great afternoon, and we came out on the short end of a 23-14 loss. But getting ready, we don't have a whole lot of time to feel sorry for ourselves, as we had to prepare for St. Thomas. So we traveled to St. Paul to play the University of St. Thomas. In their opener, they had a bye last week in our second game, and it's a game that we're certainly always looking forward to, as I know they are. They're a physical team offensively. They have a seasoned quarterback again, a senior who's been a 3-year starter for them. They do have some talented running backs, and skilled people are always good. They've got good personnel. It comes down to who can execute and who can maybe get a break here and there, and whose kicking game is better than the others. And kind of like last year, we went down there and we created some turnovers, and they missed a field goal late in the football game to end up with a win for St. John's at 20-18. So I think we're a better football team than we were last year, and I don't know if St. Thomas is any better. I think they're a very solid team, but the bottom line is I think we're a better football team, and we'll be ready to go down to St. Thomas and have a great afternoon. I know the sun is going to be shining, and all the social butterflies will be out at O'Shaughnessy Stadium for the Tommy Johnny game this Saturday.
Well, obviously a tough loss for us last Saturday. Concordia had a nice defense. We thought we had a nice game plan going in. What we didn't plan for is only having the ball for such a short time. That happens, and when that happens, we got to make sure we do all we can offensively. As far as that goes, I think we did what we ran the ball well. We threw the ball, probably their best outing throwing the ball the previous weeks. So that's a positive. We're building on that. Coming into the St. Thomas game, I think obviously we're going to need to throw the ball. Most teams if you're going to have success against St. Thomas, you got to make some plays in the passing game. So we look forward to that opportunity. St. Thomas has an aggressive defense. I guess their base defense might be a 3-4 defense, but they're all over the place. They move around a lot. They show you 4-man fronts. They show you 6- and 7-man fronts. They get a lot of guys in the box. They try to outnumber you as much as possible. Vary the coverage, and we just have to be ready for it. And when the opportunity comes, we got to make big plays.
Week for us, we got St. Thomas coming up. It's always one we look forward to. Coming off a tough loss against Concordia, but going to shore those things up that kind of our shortcomings in that game, get it figured out, and bring it all together this weekend. Looking forward to a big game, and we're excited to play. It's always a fun atmosphere over there.